Temiskaming, Michigan. Clifford, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks for watching Free Speech TV on Dish Network. What's up?
I just started thinking about this, and this seemed almost radical, but then again, on the other hand, the more I think about it, the more it'll work. When we talk about spending money, saving money, in today's world, as it is, I think what we should do, or consider doing, is shutting down Washington, D.C. It's over 200 years old now, so we could use that as a tourist trap. Now, with computers...
I like Washington, D.C. It's the District of the Goddess. It's the District of Columbia. It's a cool place.
I know, but when you figure that all these people we send back and forth every week, we give them offices, we give them expense accounts, and then you can't get a hold of them.
Yeah.
Because they're way over there. I mean, with computers, they should have to stay right in their own district, and then they wouldn't have to worry about this, they're running into this gun control thing.
I think there's something to be said for people getting together and looking each other in the eye. It's one of the reasons why I'm skeptical about virtual workplaces. Although, we sort of have one with this show. Several of the people who work on this show aren't physically here, and it works out quite well. But we're not making laws, and we're not governing a country. We're just doing a radio and TV show. So.
Yes, but I've watched TV at different times, and you turn on and you watch this senator giving a big speech, and he's talking to nothing but a bunch of empty leather seats.
That's right. He's talking for the record, and he's talking for C-SPAN. Yeah.
So, if you want to put it into the records, you can do that with a computer.
That's correct, and frequently they do,
anybody
actually.
And everybody.
Yeah, they'll just submit it and say, please put this in the record. And then, they'll turn that into a letter when they go home for their fundraising or whatever. But I'm assuming that you're being facetious. That
Not really. I really think that with the time, with satellites and stuff like, we could have them go there and swear in and go, hey, some of your states only operate on a 3-week. Florida, I think, is one of them, where they after they're sworn in, they're in there for like 3 weeks, and they go home or whatever.
Yeah,
and then they're not there all the time.
Well, they're not here in Congress all the time either. This week they've been gone the whole week. It's like the town has been dead.
They're not there the whole week. It's like in Michigan, I've known representatives, and they leave for Lansing sometime on Monday,
right?
Whenever the flights or whatever can get them to Lansing,
right?
And they're always more or less home on Friday night for supper.
Sure. Yeah. So, would you do away with Lansing too?
Well, I don't know about,
turn it into a virtual state capital? Maybe we should move it all to the internet, or move it all to C-SPAN or something. Clifford, I respectfully disagree. I do think that there is something really important with face-to-face stuff, and I think if we got the money out and the lobbyists out, this might become a functional city, but it's an interesting thought. Thank you for sharing it.